The story of Lilith is one that continues to intrigue, inspire, and provoke debate across cultures and generations. Lilith was Adam's first wife, before Eve. When Adam insisted she play a subservient role, Lilith grew wings and flew away from Eden. If you find value in these videos, please subscribe and click the bell to stay updated. According to ancient Jewish mythology, Lilith was not just an ordinary woman. Unlike Eve, who was said to have been created from Adam's rib, Lilith was fashioned from the same clay as Adam, making her equal in creation. This seemingly small detail carries immense significance as it places Lilith on the same footing as Adam, not as a subordinate, but as a peer. From the very start, Lilith's story challenges the traditional hierarchies that place women beneath men in biblical and historical narratives. Her independence, however, did not sit well with Adam. The myth suggests that Lilith, unwilling to be dominated by her husband, chose to leave the Garden of Eden rather than submit to his authority. In an era where obedience and submission were often expected of women, Lilith's refusal to conform stands out as a bold act of defiance. She represents a woman who would rather face exile and isolation than relinquish her autonomy. The myth then takes a darker turn as Lilith's departure from Eden leads to her demonization. As she settled near the Red Sea, God sent angels to convince her to return to Adam, but Lilith refused. This refusal to submit to both Adam and God resulted in her transformation in the eyes of mythmakers from a strong, independent woman to a feared and dangerous demon. It was said that Lilith could harm newborn children, and to protect them, parents would place amulets inscribed with the names of the angels who once tried to bring her back. Her defiance came at a high cost, but it also turned her into a figure of both dread and fascination. Lilith's story doesn't end there. According to some versions of the myth, it was she who, out of jealousy or spite, took on the form of a serpent to deceive Eve into eating the forbidden fruit. By doing so, Lilith ensured the downfall of Adam and Eve, effectively ending their time in the paradise she had once abandoned. This association with the serpent further cemented her role as a figure of chaos and disruption, a far cry from the nurturing, obedient female archetypes found in many religious stories. Interestingly, Lilith's legend is not present in the Christian Bible. Instead, it is found in ancient texts such as the Alphabet of Ben Sira, a collection of Jewish writings dating back to the 7th to 10th centuries. Her exclusion from the biblical canon has led to speculation that Lilith's story was intentionally suppressed, her character too rebellious and dangerous for the patriarchal norms of the time. Despite her demonization, Lilith's story has been reinterpreted through the ages, especially by feminist thinkers who see her as a powerful symbol of resistance. To these modern interpreters, Lilith represents the first woman who stood up for her right to equality and self-determination. Her refusal to be controlled by Adam or God makes her, in the eyes of some, the world's first feminist. Her legacy has been embraced by those who seek to challenge patriarchal systems, and she stands as a reminder of the strength and complexity of women who refuse to conform. Lilith's story, spanning across Hebrew, Babylonian, Sumerian, and Assyrian mythologies, remains a powerful narrative of defiance and autonomy. Whether viewed as a demonic figure or a feminist icon, her legacy endures. Lilith may have been cast out of paradise, but her story has found a place in the modern world, where it continues to inspire debates about gender, power, and freedom.